So the pros of having a 9 to 5 job is, you have a steady income. So let's say, for example, you make 60,000 a year. That's 5,000 a month after tax. That's around 4,000. You have that coming in every single month. 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. Now you have, kind of like idea how much you're making. Now you can kind of plan your life around, oh, I'm making around about 4,000, so I can rent this place out for this amount. I can get this car or take this trip, and you can kind of plan your life around that. But at a certain point, you get capped. You get capped unless obviously you get promoted, but that might take several years, or you might not get promoted. I mean, everybody's situation is different. Some companies promote faster than others, but it's just that whole corporate climbing up the corporate ladder just takes so long, especially with all my friends and everyone I know, and the experiences and all that stuff. It just takes so long, and even then, at a certain point, you get capped. As opposed to, like, let's say working for yourself, having your own business. There's really no cap on it. I mean, the sky is the limit. Let's take an example. Let's say you are an IT worker and you take on a project for, I don't know, let's just use easy math, $200 for the project. And the company that gave you that assignment thinks it's going to take about 2 hours, so that's how they got to that rate. So that's about $100 an hour. That's how they decided, whatever. But you are really good at IT and you end up doing the whole thing in an hour. Now you just made $200 an hour. And you did that one project, you made $200 an hour. Now let's say you get really good at this. They're like, wow, this guy's really good. Let's give him more and more work. Now that company's giving you more and more work. Now you're making more and more money. Now maybe like they, know some other companies and they refer you, and now you're getting so much work that you need to hire somebody. So let's say you hire another person to help you, and you're paying them $100 an hour because you're getting 200 for the job. You give them 100, you keep 100. Now you're making $300 an hour. In addition to that, to the other projects you're doing. So 200 plus the 100 that you get off the employee you just hired. And let's just say your company keeps growing and growing and growing. Now you're hiring more and more people. So now you're making another $100 off the next person you hire. So that's $400. And then you hire another person, 500, 600, 700, 800. Soon enough, you're making $1,000 an hour. And, that's something that's really hard to do at a job. And essentially, even if someone, let's say, is graduating college, right? And they're 22 years old and they take a $60,000 job, and you decide to go a different route. You decide to open up your business and not take a job, not take a traditional salary and go that route. Let's say that person works for 3 years and makes 60,000, 60,000, 60,000. Okay. That person just made 180,000, right? And let's say for the first 2 years, you're just starting your business. You don't really know that much. You're still trying to learn it all, and you're only making 30,000 a year for your first year and 30,000 a year for your second year. But then all of a sudden, your business just explodes year 3, and you start making, like, let's just say 40,000 a month. Now you just made 480,000 in year 3, plus the 30,000 year 1 and 30,000 in year 2. You just made 540,000 in 3 years, as opposed to 180. That person, to make an additional 360,000, 540 minus 180 is 360, I think, would have to work 6 years? Would have to work 6 years and not spend any money at all whatsoever just to make what you made in 1 year. So essentially, if your business does take off, the sky is the limit, and you can make so much money so fast. It would take you, 30 years to make what you can make in like 3 or 5 years. So that's the, you know, that's the upside of like starting your own business and taking that risk, is you could make an endless amount of money because there is no cap. You don't work for anyone, you don't have a salary, and like you can make as much money as you choose to make, really. There is no limit. So you're the sole determinant of your success. How hard you want to work and how much you want to work and how good you are, and the market will pay you for your services and your skills and your knowledge, and that's just how it should. That's how it should be. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video and listen to me about this subject. If you guys could like the video, I appreciate it very much, and hit subscribe, and hopefully I'll be making more videos in the future. Thanks guys, have a good one.